Hello, and welcome back for another episode of the Accessible Technology Podcast. My name is Phoebes, and this is a podcast where you get to hear all about the everyday technology that is accessible for disabled people, as well as learning what technology is less accessible, and where you also get details on how technology companies can continue making their technology more accessible. So if that sounds like something you're into, please consider following it and sharing it. This podcast is also available to be downloaded if you search for it on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, and Spotify. However, you can also support it by going over to the Phoebes Now Buy Me a Coffee page, where you will also be able to find exclusive episodes that aren't part of the podcast, as well as checking out the goods that I bring out at some point in the future. In today's episode, you're going to be hearing my review of the Marvel Avengers video game, or at least part one of it, because I might follow up with another part of a review on it in future. But as always, here's a couple of additional notes about the game before I get fully into the review. It first came out in 2020, and it's set in a world where a catastrophic accident has just resulted in massive devastation that the Avengers have to make sure doesn't continue. The game was directed by Shaun, Escayg and Morgan W. Gray, and it also got a Golden Joystick Award in 2020. But now that I've gone through all of that, let's get into the episode. Hey guys, Phoebes here, and welcome back for, I guess you can call this an unexpected video. Basically, I wasn't planning to blog or vlog today, but what I'm talking about in this was something and is something that I had to really get off my chest today, and I just found it easier to blog about it and not to record, just to get the news out there and to see if anything comes of this, really. So basically, I think it was last week, I ordered the new Marvel Avengers game for Xbox, and basically it was, I ordered it a wee bit late because originally I had pre-ordered it, but it didn't go through because I was ordering a lot of other stuff and all the other stuff I was paying for. So yeah, ended up ordering it slightly after the release date. Unfortunately, I didn't get enough time to play it when it finally arrived, but basically as well, then I put it in my Xbox last night after work and hoped to be able to have a good go at it. I I've been very excited about playing it because I'd seen videos and photos of it online, but when it came to it finally installing on my Xbox and then getting it all loaded up, I found that I was able to control the main controls at the beginning of the game okay, but when then I got to the laser type bit, and if you've played the game, you will know which part at the beginning this bit is at. I could only tap LT for to aim in, but I wasn't able to move it round while holding that down, obviously, because I use a chopstick in my mouth, and then I wasn't able to even shoot with it. Basically, what I'm wanting to say in this is I like a lot of the more recent shooter games that have come out because a lot of them have included toggle options, and even some games that aren't even shooter have included toggle options. And if you don't really know what those are, it basically means that someone like myself who can't hold a button down for a long time can just tap it down once, then do all the other actions that you need to do in it. When I found out that I wasn't able to do the laser type bit, I did check the settings out in the game and found that there was only really settings for subtitles, sound, and I think maybe color blindness and split blindness. But basically when I then went into controller, there was only the controller layout, which I expected, but there wasn't anywhere for accessibility options. And also then when I went into gameplay to see if there was anything there wasn't that would help me. So yeah, basically the title includes the words Accessible Game Review Part 1, and that's basically because I would hate to give the Marvel Avengers game a bad rap overall, just based on the fact that there aren't good enough accessibility options at the minute, and I prefer to see if there's any accessibility controls like toggle options that will be added in the near future, and maybe sooner than that. And then after that I can give the game the proper review it deserves. But enough about my thoughts. What did you think about the Marvel Avengers game? Did you find it easy to play? Or did everything get too complicated at times? And has it got much better? If you'd like to pass on some of your thoughts, you can include them in a review wherever you're listening to this on, as well as via the contact pages over on my Phoebe's Tech Review site, which you can follow by searching for www.pltechreviews.co.uk, or on my other website, phoebeloud.com. If you'd like to check out some of my videos on accessible technology, you can find more of them over on my PL Tech Reviews YouTube channel. And if you'd also like to see a couple of my accessible tourism reviews, as well as my film, TV, theatre reviews and political videos, you can see them by searching for my Freestyle Journalism YouTube channel. And I also have another podcast as well called the Freestyle Podcast, which is where you get to hear everything that I cover on freestyle journalism in podcast form, with some breaking tech news coming up as well. And if you'd like to check that out, that is available to listen to on all of the same destinations as you can listen to this podcast on. But of course, there is also the Buy Me a Coffee page. In the next episode, I'll be continuing with the experiments with adaptive gaming series. As I tell you whether or not the Manfrotto variable friction arm helps you to hold on to patterns at the one time, as well as answering the question of whether or not you're better going with it or another arm. And after that, you'll be getting a review of the Turtle Beat Stealth 600 gaming headset. But thanks for listening to this complete episode the whole way through. And please follow it if you like what I'm doing. You can follow me on Twitter by searching for @PhoebesLyle. And my Instagram handle is @TheRealPhoebesLyle. However, you can also follow the FhoebesLyle Tech Review site as well if you have a WordPress account. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye!